Hi, Cheryl of Cheryl and Mom's Collectible Dolls, and I'll start over since my first video didn't work. I was up all night last night with my restless leg again, and it was pretty miserable. So finally, at 5:15 or so, I just said, screw it, and I got up and looked online and found 3 estate sales, 2 close by, 3 not far. So got to 2, made it to the last one a little too late. So anyway, so I thought I'd show you what I came up with. At the first auction, well, let's start with the second one since this is the stuff in front of me. The person who lived there must have loved DC, Marvel, Batman, Superman, Buffy, everything, because a whole room was full of it with books. And I mean, the books, some of them, they were asking $190 for. I mean, ridiculous. So I've never sold them before, but I tried to look them up on eBay and get an idea of what, if I can sell them. And so I ended up with these. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tales, hard copy by Josh Whedon, and it's heavy. It is a heavy, heavy book. Then here I have Batman cover to cover, the greatest comic book covers of the Dark Knight. And I paid $13 for it, and I paid, what did I pay for the first one? $19 for Buffy. Then here I have Star Wars The Last Jedi, the Visual Dictionary. So I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping somebody will want it. I mean, he's gross, but I'm not that much into Star Wars, but I only paid $6 for this book, so hopefully it will go. Then, let me get the bottom one first. Star Trek 50 Artists, 50 Years. I thought that would be a good book, and I paid $12 for it. So, yeah, hopefully it will appeal to people, at least somebody. And lastly, this one is heavy, and it's in a case. It's $6 I got it for. And like I said, it's in a slip cover. Now let me see if I can get this out with one hand. I don't think I can. So anyway, you could look it up on eBay when I get it up there, but it's DC Comics, Year by Year, a visual chronicle, DC 75. So yeah, and they're all in really good shape. In fact, perfect condition. Okay, then I got 2 calculators. Don't know how much they're worth, but $1 a piece. Actually, she didn't even charge me for them. She just threw them in. Then I saw this Wii console. Now, I don't know anything about these games, and but I need to learn. And so I got this for $39, and it has the cord and everything. And then I got this external hard drive, and it was $9. And then I got this Mac power adapter. And I don't know about you guys, but my cord is always crimping, at where it plugs in. So, so I got that for $11. Don't know if I'll sell that or keep it until my next one dies. And then I got a doll from there. She is a Furga baby from Italy. And she is rubber. That's what Furgas are. But and she is marked on the back. It was hard to see in there, but she is. And by the way, it's 88, high humidity, and neither of these houses had air conditioning. So it was really, really miserable, and a lot of people. So we'll see how much this stuff goes for. Now, the first one I went, oh, and there's one more doll from the second one. And I couldn't even see who she is. I think she's a Barbie. She's Mattel, I know that. So I'll have to find her. And then, and there's one more book. and this sounds terrible because he just died. I don't want to make like I'm capitalizing on him passing away, but I kind of am. I thought, well, might sell Robert Redford, the biography. So, you know, and that's a cool picture. Okay, so that was one auction, and that was, what was that? 120. So not bad. And then the first auction actually I went to, I was afraid the dolls would be gone because I got there at 9:15, but they weren't. I'd seen these online. Don't think it's a buy low. I wasn't able to check while I was there. I never realized these estate sales, how, not vicious, but they're really crowded and hard to see and hard to move, and I kept running into people. And of course, since I have two bad knees, they were both two-story houses. You know, I can't see who she is, so we'll see. And then this is the one I really went for. Here is, a Tony. Now she does have a little crazing on her face. That's not crazing, that's her hair, but there's crazing here on her chin. But otherwise, her eyes work, and she's got all her eyelashes. Whoops. They have her in a box. It's not her original box, but it is her original outfit, as I've seen her before. One stain on the stocking. I mean, the whole thing needs to be washed. And she is an ideal, well, let me see. God, does it say 99? 93. P93, because she is taller. So, I mean, she's in a doll box, but not hers. And then I told the woman, I'd made it upstairs once, and they were really steep stairs. I thought, I'm not going back up. And they had these 3 Madame Alexander dolls sitting on a bed in the boxes. But I know that they don't sell that well anymore. And this one I hadn't seen. If I've seen it before, I couldn't remember it. Let's just put it that way. But they're marked $35 each. New in the box. And this one's called Renoir. And, I don't know how they could think they were charging $18.95 when they originally paid, how they could pay $35 and originally sold for $18.95, but whatever. So they were marked $35. And I told the woman when I checked out downstairs, I said, I would take those, but they're just too expensive. They're not worth $35. I can't sell them for that. And I said, maybe I'll come back on the last day. I don't know. And here's Alice in Wonderland. They have their tags and everything. And they wanted $35 for her also. And the woman says, well, I'll make you a deal on all of them. And I said, well, I really don't care anything about this last one. It isn't something I really wanted. And she went, yeah, but I'll make you a deal if you'll take all of them. And they all have their stands and their labels. So here's Heidi, and she was the last one. So I got them all for $15 a piece. So I think I did a very good haul. The Tony doll was the most expensive. She was $50, so I'm going to have to get at least more than $50 for her. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. And branching out in new stuff, like this electronic stuff and these books. I don't know. I see other people on eBay making money with them, so who knows? I don't have to stick just to dolls on eBay. I've been selling, my mom's Indian stuff, so I think, let's branch out and see what I can do. So now I got to get them photographed and online. So you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy weekend. If I don't talk to you before, I did, like I said, I got to the last auction at 2:02 and they were already closed. And there was a doll on the pictures they showed online of the Queen Elizabeth I. And I was looking her up on eBay. out in my car, or after they told me it was closed, and I saw her selling for really good money. So I'm going to go back tomorrow, and they said probably half off tomorrow. So she is still there, they said. So that's what I plan to do tomorrow. And then I'm through spending money. And since I didn't have my debit card, I'd lost it. I'm waiting for the replacement. And of course, it came after I got home today. It was a pain in the butt to do all this on Apple Pay. So anyway, have a good rest of your week, you guys. And I will talk to you soon. And auction next Tuesday. Take care. Bye.